Hi guys, it's Julie, and I just wanted to share with you the assembly for layout number 1. So this has been sped up quite a bit, and I just want to go through a few steps with you. So as you can see, I've done my background, and I did a few of those titles for the first page, and I decided to go with the pennant. I did recut that one because in the other video I had added embossing and shimmer pen and all of that stuff, and then at the end I just recut that piece and used the same pattern paper that I have here in the background, and I really like the way it turned out. So I'm adding here just a few little embellishment, and you'll see how fast these layouts come together. They're not very big. It's a small 6x8, but it's just a lot of fun. So I hope that you'll be playing along with me all year round, and we're going to be completing this book together. So here I'm adding my borders at the top and at the bottom. This one lines up super quickly. It's got almost a little line, so you can just line it up. I'm just going to trim it off. And then I'm going to start layering my pieces and my pictures. So for the cardstock, because I don't want to see the white core, I'm just going to go ahead quickly here and add a little bit of distressing on the edges. I'm using charcoal ink. You can go ahead and use whatever color you want. I don't want it to stand out too much, so that's why I typically use charcoal. So here I'm adding my little pictures, and when I have 3 pictures on one piece of cardstock, the way that I have it here, I usually line up the top and the bottom, and then I just add the one in the center, and I just kind of eyeball it and center it right in the middle. So that works really well for me, so I thought that I'd share that little tip. So for this piece here, I thought it'd be fun to pop it. So here I'm just using fun foam. I'm going to pull out those big scissors to make it nice and quick. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue on both sides. Now this you can find at Michael's or any craft store in the kids section. You can actually buy some that's self-adhesive, but I don't care. I just put glue on both sides and I'm quite content with that. So I'm going to go ahead here and add my pictures, and I thought I kind of want to put that month. We all know it's January, but I kind of want to do that. So I'm pulling out here some Stays On, and I am going to stamp directly on my picture. Nothing like being stressful on video. I'm going to use my little post-it note here, and I'm going to line up my picture, and I'm going to stamp right on it. So if you've never done this, it's a lot of fun, but just know that when you press down, it kind of moves a tiny little bit. So you just have to be careful with that. And I just really like that the month is at the bottom. Since this is the main page, I kind of want to start adding the months here and there. So we're going to add those pieces, but because I stamped with Stays On directly on my picture, I just going to have to wait a little bit and come back and assemble the rest of this page. So I kind of gave it, a little bit of time for the fun foam to kind of glue to my cardstock and that to dry. I think I took like a little 15-minute break. So here I'm going to add again a little bit of distressing only on the dark pieces, not on the white pieces. Like I usually ink distress everything, but I didn't feel the need to do it for this particular layout. So this is nice and dry, so let's finish the assembly. I'm going to add my picture, and basically when I add my pictures, I just leave equal distance on top, bottom, and here it's on the right side, and then I'm going to pop this one right on top. I'm going to add a little bit of glue, and I like using liquid glue because you can kind of move your piece around, make sure everything is nice and straight. And then I'm going to add my title. I really like the pennant. I like the little border one as well, but for this picture and this layout, I really like the pennant. So I'm just going to pop that, make sure it's nice and flush with the top edge. And that stamp right on the picture looks really, really good. I really like that. So I think I'm going to do the one with the 3 pictures next week. I'm not sure because I don't have my pictures. So since we're playing along together, you kind of have to wait and see what kind of pictures I come up with. But I'm thinking we're all back at work, we're all back at school, college, so probably going to have pictures of everybody in their little corner of the house doing home studies. That's probably what I'm going to take pictures of. I took one quick glance at my sticker sheet and I think that this completes the page really nicely. So I'll see you all next week. Don't forget to take pictures.